You know, it's really nice, I think, for us as a people, especially American society, to band together against hate. Whenever there is a negative thing that comes out, I think the media really blows up perspective. You know, there's a polarization taking place in this nation right now, and we're seeing ramifications from that. Where you see people who believe that they are so 100% right in their ideology, in their thought processes, that they are the ones who are correct, and the other side, they're the ones who are wrong. And it's happening both on both sides of the aisle. I mean, this is happening from a Republican perspective and from a Democrat perspective, right? This is two wings of the same bird who are fighting each other. And I think that there is a conquer and a divide that's taking place. You know, I can say that because I see it happening in the streets. We see it in the victims of Charlottesville. We see that in the streets when people are being shot by the police and getting away with it. We're seeing this all over the place. We can see it right out here in the front where the street is named after a general who committed genocide on the people of this land. That's white supremacy. It's all around us. This entire nation was built on the bones and blood of the indigenous people and the slaves that were brought here to work in the fields. That's the truth. But that doesn't mean that you guys are responsible for that system. You were inherited the privilege and the benefits of the system that was based off of that. I wasn't killed by invaders. This is nothing that is happening right now in our nation. But what has happened is that we are in a level playing field where we are all in the present reality. And we need to realize that there is a force that is trying to keep us divided in this nation, that is trying to keep us in polar opposites, to where they can continue to do things that we are completely blinded for because we're so consumed with our own personal ideology. And so what I would like to say is that people die, you know, and people stand up for their rights. And it's a sad state of affairs that there's still a significant amount of people in our nation who believe in white supremacy, who believe that no one has a right to say what they have in their hearts. It's such a sad state of affairs for people to be marching in the streets against somebody who wants to have freedom. It's such a powerful moment in our time. When we look at the White House and the administration on the federal level, we are looking at just the very bottom of what we as progressives consider a human being. You know, and you're seeing it happening all the time. It's one thing right after another. Just recently, and I'm from Arizona, I've been in Tent City, right? I spent some time there in the Phoenix County Jail, and I can tell you right now that Joe Arpaio isn't a nice guy, and he definitely should have been pardoned. There's no way that this man should have been cleaned from all of the things that he has done. But our president knew that there was a voter base that was 100% Joe Arpaio. That same voter database has put this man in the White House. That same voter database is spreading hateful ideologies that are inciting people in our nation to turn their anger on each other. And so I encourage you both, everyone in here, I should say, to find a logical way to walk in the move so that we can institute new paradigms that make the old systems obsolete. It's up to you as young people to stand and develop these things, that there is a clear logical way to step away from polarization that's happening right now, to unite as one nation, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to survive without civil war taking place in our streets. And you're starting to see the inevitable thing starting to happen with this polarization. So the next time you look at somebody who has different points of view than you, don't view them as the demon. Just view them as having points of view that might be just opposite. You know, and that's totally okay. You don't have to kill, you don't have to hurt, you don't have to do any of these things. But there is one thing that is common here throughout not only the nation but across the planet, that we are on this planet together. We are living in a big bubble, and we only have each other. And so if we hold each other down and we hold each other up, then we support humanity. And you look at people as being separate, but really we are one kind. We are one force on this planet. And so having one human being fight another human being about the way that they think while the planet is being destroyed is unacceptable. It's not going to happen on as far as I can do and contribute to, I should say. Anyways, I had some stuff that happened to me earlier today, or yesterday, and I wasn't able to run home and grab a drunk, but I wanted to do an honor song in honor of those people who were fallen in Charlottesville, and all those people who died fighting for what they believe in, and fighting for what the things that they know to be truth. And, you know, if somebody does fall, it is up to us, I think, to keep along those ideologies that help them to stand in the way in the path of a car, because it could have been a lot worse, I suppose. You know, so if I could ask everyone to, I don't have the drum, but if I could ask everybody to stand up as I do our song for those who have fallen in Charlottesville. I'm hoping and anak kamahatam. And so I just wanted to say some words in my language. So okay, muy wiki yamaka. Ito kita may sagaya. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful.